Thanks for joining us today for the presentation on Universal Design and Assistive Technology for the Print Disabled. My name is Jeff Gardner. I'm the team leader here at Irie-AT. Irie-AT is a company that specializes in products and training for low vision and blind people. The products we carry are made to enhance visual clarity as well as provide an alternative for interpreting visual information through touch and audio. The focus of this presentation is on software and devices that provide alternative sensory modalities and begin to bring us to a level of universal design. For example, some products allow inaccessible print documents to be converted into speech and braille.
The norm he knew. I read with interest Gray and Gold's scathing that.
And some products permit images to be embossed as raised line drawings and even raised drawings that can speak and make sounds. As the technology progresses, more opportunities open to blind and visually impaired students, particularly in science, technology, engineering, and math. Today we're going to be looking at some of the innovative new solutions Irie-AT is bringing to the market to balance the playing field for blind students focused on science, math, engineering, and technology. And we're going to look at the advantages these technologies create for blind students, as well as for other students who may or may not have been diagnosed with a print or reading disability. The idea behind the technology we're discussing today is that every product should provide an alternative sensory modality to just sight alone, and alternatively multiple sensory modalities. In our perfect world, every product could be addressed by touch and audio in addition to just sight. A great example is the smartphone that has evolved now to vibrate and talk. The speech features were originally developed for use by blind people, but nowadays we can all agree that the speech technology has improved life and access for everyone in the process. We can even get a tactile message from our phones now with vibrations. Best of all, the technology is widely used and therefore no longer a specialty technology that has to cost a fortune. We'd like to see all technology products developed with this universal design in mind, so the world can be inclusive of people with sensory disabilities and also improve for anyone who may fall in the gaps with an undiagnosed condition. Personally, I'm dyslexic, and I went to school in an age when the condition was barely even recognized. Luckily, my mother was a teacher, and she developed ways to help me adapt to my print disability. She developed learning exercises that helped me learn how to read, and eventually read aloud just as well as all of my classmates. I even went on to become a disc jockey and MC, reading announcements live on a microphone. But nowadays, all some parents may need to do is have their children read visually while a computer or tablet speaks along with the text.
Dear David, thank you very much for your help moving the couch into the flat.
By doubling the sensory modalities for reading to include both visual and audible, we're able to increase the reading speed and retain more of what we read. If the native accessibility features on your device are not enough, there's additional software available to further enhance the native accessibility features. There are also special reading devices for people who need more assistance. These devices scan print documents and read back aloud. You can even read along in Braille to add touch to the audio and double the sensory perception. Starting with nothing useful to a blind person and ending with two senses acting upon the information. Catching the undiagnosed students with print disabilities along the way. Now that's good design. North Idaho College are pioneers in implementing this type of universal design to provide more opportunities for their students. As much as possible, NIC is creating universally accessible materials that can be understood by touch, sight, and sound, so they can not only accommodate diagnosed conditions, but also help students and staff with undiagnosed conditions, knowing that everybody comprehends information more quickly and retains information for a longer duration when multiple senses are used simultaneously. One of the most innovative assistive technologies that combines an audible, tactile, and visual interface is the Ivail learning system from ViewPlus Technologies. Let's take a look at the introduction video of the Ivail learning system, the latest version, version 3.
Welcome to ViewPlus Technologies Veo overview. Veo is the brand name for our audio tactile learning system. If you have seen it at shows, you have probably seen our water cycle demonstration. Even if you are not a Braille reader, you will still get value from Veo. It uses a tactile graphic that lays on a touchpad to allow for exploration of the image. A big advantage of audio over Braille is that it is possible to fit a lot more data on a single page. The innovations over the years have led to a Veo Transformer, a tool to simplify the process of converting an image to audio tactile graphic. Let's bring in an image of a Scandinavian peninsula, showing no more than country borders, plus a picture of the Norwegian flag. Transformer guides through steps, like fitting imported image to page layout for later printing. To define the area of annotations, Transformer offers simple tools to select existing shapes in an image, or to draw an outline of an annotation. Information for audio feedback can be entered by typing text, or by selecting a sound file to be played back. In Simplify Image, the image can be edited for embosser output. Braille labels can be added to the tactile print in Next Step. Audio is also produced from this embedded text, so you do not need to read Braille to understand the information. Create a number of views by defining different sections of the image. Each view can be printed separately, scaled to full page layout. In the last step of a Veo Transformer process, you have the option to create hard copy prints, to go play annotations directly in a Veo player, and to save your work in SVG format. Let's go to a Veo player and play annotations of this example. On screen, you see a simulation of what the embossed tactile graphic would look like, which would be placed on the Veo touchpad for exploration with fingertips. Different fill patterns help identify different country regions. As specific points of the image are pressed or tapped with a fingertip, annotation saved to this point is played back via audio output.
Scandinavian Peninsula.
Text of Braille label, title, and description on Norway country region and the sound of the flag.
Norway. Its mainland territory comprises the western and northernmost portion of the Scandinavian Peninsula.
Creating audio tactiles is content independent. It can be created from any image of any subject. Get your own experience by downloading free Veo software demo and examples from our website at viewplus.com/Aveo-3-hands-on-learning-system.
North Idaho College will soon be implementing the Ivail learning system on their campus. Campus maps will be made universally accessible, and learning materials will be made into multi-sensory experiences that can accommodate people of any print disability. This and the other great strides by North Idaho College cannot be understated. The more this type of universal design can be endorsed, the more it reaches the people who need it, and the more it reaches people who don't even know they need it. And as these universal technologies are adopted on a larger scale, this also increases the accessibility by price. As products become usable by all, they become mainstream, reducing price exponentially, making them accessible to more people, and creating a more inclusive society. Thanks for joining me for this presentation on universal design and assistive technology for the print disabled. Thanks for joining us today at Irie-AT, your home for Braille and low vision. If you'd like more information about today's presentation, please reach out to me at jeff.gardner@irie-at.com or find us on the web at irie-at.com.